Your liver is quietly dying right now. And the terrifying part, you feel almost nothing. No alarm bells, no warning signs. Just a slow, invisible deterioration happening inside your body while you go about your day, completely unaware. Let me tell you about Marie Claude. She was 62 when she walked into my office, absolutely miserable. Her entire body was covered in relentless, maddening itching. No rash, no visible cause, just a burning sensation across her skin 24 hours a day. Exhausted in a way sleep couldn't fix, joints aching like she'd aged 20 years overnight. She'd seen doctor after doctor, cream after cream, anti-inflammatory after anti-inflammatory. Nothing worked. When I ran a full blood panel, what I found stopped me cold. Her liver enzymes were 3 times above normal. 3 times. Her liver had been screaming for help for years. Not one doctor had caught it. Here's what happened next. In just 3 months, without drugs, without expensive supplements, just by changing what she ate with the exact foods I'm revealing today, her liver enzymes returned to completely normal. The itching? Gone. Energy returned. She lost weight. Joint pain faded. She told me she felt 20 years younger. 20 years. 3 months. Food. Stay with me to the end. The very last food on this list is so powerful that just 1 teaspoon per day can transform your liver health within weeks. But first, I need to destroy a myth almost everyone believes about their liver. Because if you keep believing it, nothing you do will ever fully work. The big myth, what your liver actually does. Here's what everyone thinks. The liver is essentially a garbage can, a toxic waste dump inside your body, a filthy reservoir full of poisons and chemicals just sitting there, slowly killing you from the inside. This is completely wrong. And this lie is preventing millions of people from protecting one of the most extraordinary organs in the human body. Your liver is not a storage container for toxins. It is a processing powerhouse, an alchemist. It takes dangerous substances and transforms them, neutralizes, breaks down, packages for elimination. The liver doesn't hoard toxins, it destroys them. Exception. In fatty liver disease, toxins can lodge inside fat cells within liver tissue. But the real danger is chronic inflammation from poor diet, alcohol, medications, stress. The liver scars with fibrous tissue, fibrosis. Advanced fibrosis becomes cirrhosis, permanent function loss with severe, potentially fatal consequences. The extraordinary good news: the liver can regenerate. It is the single most resilient, most self-healing organ you possess. I've seen patients who had destroyed most of their liver function, and with the right nutritional support, it came roaring back. Give it the right foods, and it will rebuild. What I want to show you is exactly how to use specific foods to restore your liver's full detoxification capacity. Without drugs, without expensive protocols. Just real food, backed by serious science. The 500 functions. Most people think the liver does 3 or 4 things. It filters blood and processes alcohol. That's about it. The liver has 500 distinct functions. 500. Function number 1, detoxification. Every drug, every chemical, every pesticide residue, every hormone that needs to break down, it all passes through the liver. It converts dangerous compounds into water-soluble forms your kidneys can eliminate. The foods I'm giving you supercharge both phases of this process. Function number 2, bile production. Your liver makes bile. biological dish soap stored in your gallbladder and released when you eat fat. Without sufficient bile, you cannot absorb fat-soluble vitamins A, D, E, or K. You can eat a perfect diet and still be profoundly deficient in all four. Function number 3, hormone manufacturing. Your liver is a major hormonal organ. It produces IGF-1, your body's version of human growth hormone. IGF-1 helps you burn fat, build muscle, and regulate energy. When the liver is damaged, IGF-1 plummets, and you gain fat, lose muscle, and age faster. Drop a comment. Where in the world are you watching this from? Liver disease is a global epidemic, and your experience could help someone else right now. Function number 4, steroid hormone regulation. Your liver controls estrogen, progesterone, testosterone, vitamin D3, and cortisol. Cortisol is your primary anti-inflammatory and stress response hormone. The number that will stop you. 80% of the cortisol in your blood is produced or processed through your liver. A compromised liver means a compromised stress response, which explains why chronic anxiety and autoimmune conditions so often trace back to liver dysfunction. Function number 5, cholesterol and the hormonal chain. Every steroid hormone is made from cholesterol, and your liver manufactures most of it. Here's the reframe. It doesn't make cholesterol from dietary fat. It makes it from carbohydrates, from sugar. And when statins block cholesterol production, they block every downstream hormone simultaneously. Declining libido, fatigue, muscle loss, depression, not side effects, inevitabilities. 500 functions. We've covered 5. Symptoms. Is your liver already in trouble? Before the foods, check yourself against these warning signs. They are constantly misdiagnosed because they seem unrelated to the liver. Number 1, full body itching with no obvious cause. Bile salt accumulation in the bloodstream when the liver can't process bile. Misdiagnosed constantly as eczema or stress. This was Marie Claude's complaint for years. Number 2, yellowing of the skin or eye whites, classic jaundice. Bilirubin builds up in blood and deposits in tissues. By the time this appears, function is already significantly compromised. Number 3, deep, crushing fatigue that sleep cannot fix. A leaden, heavy exhaustion that makes ordinary activities feel impossible. The liver isn't regulating blood sugar, clearing metabolic waste, or supporting hormonal energy systems. Number 4, joint pain and full body inflammation. Inflammatory compounds the liver would normally eliminate start circulating, lodging in joint spaces. Countless people told they have arthritis or just aging are actually living with unaddressed liver dysfunction. Number 5, frequent nausea, especially after fatty meals, a direct sign of insufficient bile production. Number 6, brain fog, poor memory, difficulty concentrating. When the liver can't filter ammonia and neurotoxic compounds, they cross the blood-brain barrier. People describe it as thinking through mud. Number 7, gallstones. Gallstones form when bile becomes supersaturated with cholesterol from poor quality bile production. Gallbladder problems are liver problems with a different address. Share in the comments. What's the most important health lesson you've learned in your life? Someone watching right now needs to hear it. The 7 liver regenerating foods. Here are the 7 most clinically powerful foods for liver restoration. backed by research and by real patients healing in real time. Number 1, cruciferous vegetables, the undisputed champion. Let me be absolutely clear. If there is one food category that stands above everything else for liver health, it is this one. Nothing comes close. Broccoli, cabbage, Brussels sprouts, cauliflower, radishes, arugula, kale, watercress, mustard greens, wasabi, horseradish, all cruciferous vegetables. And they are loaded with sulforaphane, one of the most studied, most validated liver protective compounds in nutritional science. Sulforaphane activates the NRF2 pathway, a master genetic switch that turns on your liver's detoxification and antioxidant machinery. Phase 2 liver enzymes surge. Your liver becomes dramatically more efficient at eliminating pesticides, heavy metals, pharmaceutical residues, excess hormones, and carcinogens. Sulforaphane directly shuts down the inflammatory pathways in liver cells, the same pathways driving the progression from fatty liver to fibrosis to cirrhosis to cancer. Remarkable research finding. Cruciferous vegetable consumption improved liver function, and those improvements persisted for 2 full weeks after the vegetables were stopped. The liver had been temporarily reprogrammed to operate at a higher level. That is how powerful this compound is. Critical detail most people miss. Sulforaphane is a 2-component system. It forms when glutathione meets myrosinase, which happens when you chew or cut the vegetable. Myrosinase is destroyed by heat. Overcook your broccoli and the precursor is locked and unavailable. Solutions. Eat cruciferous vegetables raw or very lightly steamed. Add raw mustard to cooked vegetables. Mustard is itself a cruciferous plant packed with active myrosinase. Better yet, broccoli sprouts, the secret weapon. They contain 50 to 100 times more sulforaphane precursor than mature broccoli. A small pinch on your salad outperforms a full serving of cooked broccoli. Of everything you could eat for your liver, cruciferous vegetables top the list. Absolutely non-negotiable. Number 2, garlic, the ancient detoxifier. Garlic has been used medicinally for over 5,000 years across almost every culture on Earth. Modern science has confirmed what ancient healers already knew. It is extraordinary for the liver. The key compounds are organosulfur molecules, particularly allicin, which forms when raw garlic is crushed or chopped. Sulfur is pivotal. Your liver's phase 2 detoxification reactions, the ones that neutralize carcinogens, heavy metals, and toxic metabolites, are sulfur dependent. Garlic floods your system with bioavailable sulfur, turbocharging these reactions. Garlic is profoundly anti-inflammatory, a potent antioxidant, and multiple studies confirm it reduces fat accumulation in the liver, directly helping reverse early-stage fatty liver disease. It boosts glutathione production, the liver's master protective molecule, which I'm about to tell you much more about. It's also antimicrobial across the board, antibacterial, antifungal, antiviral. A natural antibiotic that targets pathogens without destroying beneficial gut bacteria. Its organosulfur compounds have been shown to directly inhibit cancer cell growth and promote programmed cell death in cancer cells. Minimum 2 raw or lightly cooked cloves per day. Crush or chop and let rest 5 to 10 minutes before using to maximize allicin formation. Number 3, turmeric, the inflammation destroyer. Turmeric may be the most studied spice in the history of medicine. There are thousands of published studies on its active compound, curcumin, and the evidence for its liver protective properties is overwhelming. Curcumin doesn't just suppress inflammation like a painkiller, it works at the genetic level, inhibiting the production of inflammatory signaling molecules at their source. This is crucial for the liver because chronic low-grade inflammation is the engine that drives the entire progression from healthy liver to fatty liver to fibrosis to cirrhosis to liver cancer. Stop the inflammation and you stop the clock. I worked with a woman who had suffered chronic migraines her entire adult life, consuming massive quantities of acetaminophen for decades. High-dose acetaminophen is one of the most common causes of acute liver failure in the developed world. Her liver was deteriorating. When she added daily turmeric, her migraines resolved significantly, her acetaminophen use dropped dramatically, and her liver began to heal. Turmeric chelates heavy metals, binding to and helping excrete lead, mercury, cadmium, and arsenic. It directly repairs and regenerates liver cells. It stabilizes mitochondria, which is directly relevant to cancer prevention, since mitochondrial dysfunction is now understood as one of the earliest events in cancer development. Multiple clinical trials confirm it significantly reduces liver fat in non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. Critical note: curcumin is poorly absorbed alone. Combined with black pepper, piperine increases curcumin absorption by up to 2,000%. Always take with fat, as curcumin is fat-soluble. Number 4, beets, the liver's deep cleanser. Beets have been used as a liver tonic in traditional medicine across Europe and Asia for centuries. Modern research confirms exactly why. Beets are rich in betalains, the vibrant pigments that directly stimulate bile production and bile flow. Healthy bile flow is essential for flushing fat and fat-soluble toxins out of the liver. When it slows, fat accumulates, toxins build up, and inflammation grows. Clinical research shows beets measurably reduce elevated liver enzymes, ALT and AST, protect liver cells from oxidative damage, and slow the progression of fibrosis. For low-carb followers, half a cup of cooked beets contains just 6.7 grams of net carbs. Eaten whole, not juiced, the glycemic impact is modest. 2 to 3 servings per week of steamed beets delivers real liver benefit. Number 5, mushrooms, the glutathione powerhouse. Here's something most people, including many healthcare providers, don't know. Mushrooms are one of the richest dietary sources of glutathione in the entire food kingdom. Glutathione is not just another antioxidant. It is the master antioxidant of the liver, the molecule your liver uses to neutralize the most toxic, most reactive, most dangerous compounds that pass through it. Without it, your liver's detoxification system is fundamentally compromised. Levels naturally decline with age, are depleted by toxin exposure, illness, and poor diet. Once depleted, the liver becomes vulnerable to the oxidative damage that accelerates aging and drives disease. Oyster, shiitake, maitake, lion's mane, and reishi mushrooms directly replenish hepatic glutathione. They also contain ergothioneine, a powerful antioxidant the body has its own dedicated transporter for, beta-glucans that modulate immune function, and compounds with demonstrated anti-tumor properties in liver tissue. Include them several times per week. Number 6, avocados, the repair accelerator. Avocados are not just trendy. They are a genuinely exceptional liver-healing food backed by comprehensive research. Like mushrooms, avocados are a direct dietary source of glutathione. They're packed with oleic acid, powerfully anti-inflammatory, and supportive of healthy cell membrane structure in liver tissue. They contain vitamin E, vitamin K, and potassium, all with specific roles in liver function and fluid balance. The most striking finding: just one avocado per week is associated with statistically significant improvements in liver function markers. 1 per week. Almost anyone can incorporate this immediately at any budget. Every reduction in liver inflammation gives your liver time to heal. Avocados deliver that consistently and deliciously. Number 7, extra virgin olive oil, the 1 teaspoon miracle. And here it is, the food I promised at the very beginning. 1 teaspoon per day that produces measurable transformation. Extra virgin olive oil. That's it? Olive oil? Hear me out. The research is genuinely extraordinary, and the therapeutic dose is almost shockingly small. Extra virgin olive oil contains high concentrations of oleocanthal, anti-inflammatory activity comparable to low-dose ibuprofen, and oleorupine, a direct liver protective antioxidant. These compounds work on the same biochemical pathways as pharmaceutical anti-inflammatories without the side effects. Clinical trials show regular extra virgin olive oil consumption significantly reduces liver fat, improves insulin sensitivity, reduces liver inflammation, and improves bile quality, at doses as small as 1 to 2 tablespoons per day. Quality matters. Cold-pressed, dark bottle, stored away from heat. Use it cold, in dressings, drizzled over finished dishes. Heat degrades the phenolic compounds that make it therapeutic. 1 teaspoon in your daily vinaigrette. That is the threshold. What your liver needs you to stop doing. Adding healing foods while continuing to assault your liver is like bailing water without plugging the hole. Here are the 5 biggest offenders. Stop number 1. Excess sugar and refined carbohydrates. This is the primary driver of non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, now affecting roughly 25% of the global population. When you consume more carbohydrates than your muscles and brain can immediately use, the liver converts the excess into fat through de novo lipogenesis. Fat accumulates in liver cells. The liver becomes inflamed and sluggish. Every sweetened drink, every refined carb is a direct assault. You cannot out-supplement a high-sugar diet. Stop number 2. Daily alcohol consumption. The liver metabolizes alcohol as its absolute top priority, pushing fat burning, hormone processing, and detoxification to the back. Even 2 drinks per day consistently produces measurable liver cell damage. Occasional drinking the liver handles. Daily drinking, even light daily drinking, is a chronic stress it never fully recovers from. Stop number 3, unnecessary medications. Acetaminophen is the most common cause of acute liver failure in the developed world, and most people have no idea. It accumulates, it compounds with alcohol, and in a struggling liver, even standard doses create significant oxidative stress. If you're reaching for pain relievers regularly, investigate the root cause. Stop number 4, industrial seed oils. Soybean, canola, corn, and sunflower oils are oxidized, inflammatory, and directly damaging to liver tissue. Replace them with extra virgin olive oil, coconut oil, butter, and animal fats. Stop number 5, chronic poor sleep. Your liver performs most of its regeneration and detoxification during deep sleep. Consistently sleeping less than 7 hours is a direct metabolic stressor. It is not optional, it is foundational to liver recovery. Your complete action plan, start today. This is not a someday plan, this is a start today plan. Every single day without exception. A generous serving of cruciferous vegetables, broccoli, arugula, raw cabbage, kale, or Brussels sprouts, raw or lightly steamed. Add broccoli sprouts when you can. Even a small pinch on your salad delivers extraordinary sulforaphane potency. 2 cloves of garlic, crushed or chopped, rested 5 minutes before use. Turmeric with black pepper, 1 teaspoon in your food, always paired with black pepper or fat. Extra virgin olive oil, 1 to 2 tablespoons, cold, in your salad dressing or drizzled over finished dishes. Several times per week. Steamed beets, not juiced, 2 to 3 servings. Mushrooms, preferably oyster, shiitake, or lion's mane. At minimum, 1 full avocado per week. Stack 2 amplifiers. Reduce carbohydrates significantly to cut the fuel driving fatty liver. Add a 16-8 intermittent fasting window, 16 hours of repair time built into every single day. This protocol, 7 foods, 5 things eliminated, low carbs, fasting, is the most powerful nutritional approach I know for liver regeneration. Food addresses the biological environment that created the problem. Drugs address the symptoms. These are not the same thing. Close. Back to Marie Claude. 3 months, that's all it took. Her liver enzymes, 3 times above normal for years, returned to completely normal. The relentless all-over itching that had dominated her life? Gone. Not reduced. Gone. Her energy returned in a way she hadn't felt in decades. She lost weight without trying. Joint pain faded. She looked at me and said with genuine disbelief, "I feel 20 years younger." 20 years, 3 months, food. Your liver is not a lost cause. It is the most resilient organ you have. Give it the right tools, stop the assault, and it will rebuild. The foods are real. The science is real. The results are real. Start today.